Oh, sneaky tub spot. She likes to wheelie though. All right, I hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for watching this video. We're just going on a little quickie dual sport ride today. Don't have time for too much, but I think we'll have a little fun. This is a fun little area up here. Go up this hillside in just a minute, and there's some hill climbs and neat little roads up there, so check that out. All right. Well, I've overshot. Well, we turned around. I've never come up this from the bottom side before. Cool area here. I've come down this in a 4Runner before. Who's ready for a summer of riding? I sure am. Got lots of things I want to do this summer, but lots of conflicting goals as well. Definitely will not be able to do all the riding I'd like to. We'll save it for another year. So I've ridden out here before. I think Jonathan and I came out in another video. Funny the way these roads get rutted out. Man, I think this thing has just a little bit less of the old tractor factor that the 650 has. Of course, it's got no lack of power, but like right there, she just wants to bog down a little bit too much. And that even barely got enough juice to keep it up. If you're brave enough, these roads out here are pretty cool. Definitely takes some getting used to. That you gotta hold the throttle position on this matters a lot more than the 650. Man, everybody's up here today. Oh, sneaky tub spot. This thing on a BDR is just gonna be golden. And it's for a host of reasons, not the least of which is the power that you get, but there's just so many things that make this feel like you can do more than you can on some other bikes. Especially because you can sit far forward. And that definitely helps a lot for control around corners and stuff. You can kick the rear out a lot easier. Looking left, that's Benton City down there. Rattlesnake Ridge over there. And up here is the flats, Horsehaven Hills. This road pops out at the top of McBee Road. So we'll probably go down that, then cut back up through Weber Canyon. Ooh! Alright, so we're near the top of the elevation we'll hit for this ride. Pretty exciting. By that I mean, you know, not that exciting. But it sure beats sitting in the house. Perch. Now I'm going to leave it in off-road mode because I don't plan on staying on this pavement for too long. Just a little skip over here and then we'll pull off on another road. Stay dirty. Alright, so we're turning right. This is the start of Weber Canyon here. It pops back out at the top of the Horsehaven Hills. But we aren't going that far. Taking this dirt road here off to the left. Because this dirt road has a nice little hill climb and it's good practice. So before I go on another BDR with this thing, I'll probably come out here fully loaded and play around with it a little bit so I'm not so far from home, and just to help me build some confidence with the extra weight. Just slide in the rear all day. So here you go. I've already got traction control off and I'm in off-road mode. The only thing I could do that I'm not going to before I go up this is turn off my ABS. Now, of course, it doesn't appear to be that challenging. That's because it really isn't. But it's a good practice place, you know? Been thinking this thing might need an exhaust. So this one on the way up is a little gnarly. Whoop! Whoop, whoop! That's exactly what happened to me on the Africa Twin the first time I took it up that. So this thing only has 9 inches or something of ground clearance, and I definitely do feel the difference between the 650 and this in that department. Ooh, sandy. I felt the chassis land on things that would never touch this 650 before. It's not like it happens a lot, but noteworthy. She likes to wheelie though. That's fun. It's just about the perfect day out here. Gorgeous temperature. Everything's green finally. Then a weird spring. Super slow start to it all. And then boom, it's basically summer. Wah! Wah! So there's a dongle you can get for this thing that goes between the wiring harness and the O2 sensor. There's a clip there and or a connector there. You just unconnect it and then this product goes between the two. Should just be plug and play more or less. But what it does is it tells the ECU that it's actually running a slightly different ratio than it's actually running, which is similar to just unplugging the O2 sensor, because then the ECU thinks it's just running lean all the time and fully fuels her. But the thing is, with this in-between dongle thing, it actually just tricks the ECU into running a little bit richer all the time, and it stays corrected for altitude and whatnot whenever you cycle the key. So I've seen a couple videos of guys who put that on and then say, oh my god, it feels like a real thumper now. And I wonder if that really helps out the bottom end, because that's definitely something where I can tell the difference in the characteristic of this bike as compared to the 650L. This thing just doesn't quite have the oomph right off the line. She'll scream everywhere else, and even considering that it doesn't have that much oomph off the line, I think it still has just about equal oomph to the 650 by the time you move even a little bit. But that doesn't stop me from wondering, what does the 690 engine look like when it's completely uncorked? So, you have to tune in some other time to see if I do that or not. But in the meantime, I am thinking an exhaust would be nice, because stock this thing just kind of sounds scootery. And I much prefer the pop, 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 pop. That was my jam. Flatland. Check back in here in a few. I'll say this much. It is really nice to be able to cruise at 70 and not have to stare down at my thermometer because it's air cooled. So, you know, little wins. Definitely has my vote of approval. If this is Cemetery Road, which it is, we have found our turn. This road tees into a little tiny road, but a cool road, called Badger Canyon Road. Get her up! And Badger Canyon Road kind of comes back down the hill, and at that point we'll basically be in town making our way back home. Everything's so flat out here. If you guys didn't already know, I appreciate you. It's really cool that you're sitting here watching this video. I got a couple camera angles that I never use. I'm lazy. I don't ride as much as I should to entertain y'all. But when I get out there, it seems like people enjoy it, sorta. So that's good. Yeah, so thanks for sticking around. This channel's growing steadily. Nothing like a rocket ship or anything, but slowly picking up a head of steam. I'll tell you this much, I'm sure looking forward to monetization, not just for fat checks, because they're gonna be pennies, but I just think it's awesome that my hobby not only is being watched, but it's actually giving me a little kickback for making all the videos and stuff. And I'm definitely not expecting to break even on my efforts or time, because I'm not doing it for the money. But man, if I can make $100 a month someday, pay for all my fuel out of this YouTube thing, 100% worth it. So thank you so much for watching my video, and yeah, make sure you subscribe and all that junk. Tune in for the next one. I do a lot of random different stuff as I have time and find new places to go. Anybody who's been around a while will know this is a fairly new bike for me, KTM 690 Enduro R, and it's a lot of fun. Definitely will be keeping this one around for a while. Coming up on 500 subscribers, and I just cannot believe that. So thank you. I know this ride was on the short side, but I still wanted to get out and thump around a little bit, experience the real world for a second. So yeah, I mean, you guys really don't know how awesome it is that you watch these videos. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!